Welcome to Glam and Shine with Rashmi Bedi. Tonight my guest is Shravani. She's from Houston and she is first runner of Mrs. Bharat Texas 2019. Welcome to the show, Shravani.
Thank you, Rashmi ji. How are you?
I'm good, Shravani. So looking very excited and happy about the show. I'm so happy now our viewers have chance to meet our beautiful girl from Houston.
I feel very honored to get connected again. It's, in the busy life again, this is a very good opportunity to get back to all the pageant members and talk through all those wonderful experiences. It's amazing to get back
And I
connected.
really wanted you on the show because Jitna, you are into fitness, I wanted you to inspire other women that yes, you should be fit, because આજકલ, you have to be health conscious. So I believe
Absolutely.
that slogan of Shilpa Shetty, Swasth Raho, Mast Raho, that makes sense actually.
Can't agree more. That is absolutely a true statement. Yeah.
So true. So tell us about your schooling and all. How was it? And you were a very bright child, right? And you got so many awards for being all rounder. So let our viewers know about you.
Right. So we are three siblings. I'm the youngest one.
Okay.
My schooling was in Hyderabad. I am from Hyderabad.
Mm-hmm.
I went to a convent school, and I was in, like, obviously in school there are a lot of sports. So I was always into sports. But even at the academic level, I was in top three rankers. I wouldn't say I would always stand first in the class, but I was. I had a well balance in the sports as well as the extracurricular activities along with my academics. So
But it is
that,
so difficult, Shavni, to manage sports and studies. That's what I feel because it needs a lot of time for practice. And you were winner, right? And national level, right, for table tennis.
yeah, that I would say all that credit goes to my mom. So my parents are extremely encouraging, and especially my mom. She is always pushing us. Not only me, my other two siblings. I have a sister and a brother. She's always, behind our backs, trying to encourage us, motivate us. So she was, even today, I say she's a role model for me. Even
Wow.
today, how she manages home, and she's a businesswoman back in India. It's just amazing how she, balances her life.
Mm-hmm.
It just inspires me so much.
Of course, of course. So, Jitna, you have been a bright person in the sports field. So, how come now you're into different field? So, did you not wanted to pursue a career as a player, like table tennis player? You were so good and you won so many awards. So, how did you switch?
Yeah. So sports, I wanted to take it further, but things just didn't work out. Obviously, life is all about,
Yes,
you plan something, but the destiny is something else, and
agreed.
you have to strive towards your destiny.
Yes.
So I pursued my further studies, came here to United States. I did my master's here. So that's how it went on. But sports, even today, I take an opportunity to play some kind of sport. So I
So
never,
nice.
yeah, even it was difficult after I had my baby, but I always strive to go do some kind of fitness activity. It need not be like just table tennis, but anything that keeps you fit.
How nice it is. Fitness really matters a lot. You can stay, you're always feeling good and happy, and you know how to relax yourself, in such a stressful lifestyle. So, you are too much into yoga also, right?
Right.
So, did you learn yoga or how is it?
I started doing yoga, if I remember, probably when I was like 7 or 8 years old. And that's again my mom. So back in India, every day morning she used to wake us up. It's not only
Mm-hmm.
me, my siblings, and we have these open patio kinds in India, like
Huh,
on the building. So
true.
she used to take us upstairs every day,
Wow.
and we put our like yoga mats, and she make us do every single day. Like we used to do
Wow.
that, and we have like yoga posters with all those asanas and all that. So that's the background, like that's actually the foundation on how I went deep into the practice of yoga and how I continue doing it. But again, it's mom. So a lot of credit goes to her. But I didn't, even after I moved here and pursued my higher education, I didn't discontinue practicing it. I always had a very close connection towards yoga. And even today, I try and make some time at least in a week to practice it further. Yeah.
Awesome. It helped you in your pageantry thing too, of course, and you were awesome during your talent round. Let's show our viewers that I'm stressing so much on this point, like you're so fit and how much you are into it. Let's show our viewers that how fit you are after your baby. You know, your baby was 13 months and you did the pageant, and we'll talk about your pageant journey. Let's show your talent round first. Superb. Wow, how nice it is. Amazing.
It just feels so good to go back and revisit those memories.
Yes. So true. But it helped you so, it must have helped you a lot to come back in shape, right? After pregnancy also.
It did tremendously. Like, I must say, I practiced yoga all through my pregnancy. Like, even the day I was actually giving birth, even to the last day. And I cannot tell you enough how easy the recovery was after that, because
Even till
I feel
last
so
day?
connected.
Oh my God.
Yes. Yeah, it is amazing. Like, once you are into it, you tend to see the benefits of it, but it's just amazing. I really enjoyed it.
Awesome. It's inspiring so many other women. After that, so many women started doing that yes, it is so much of benefit. When you see practically something happening, that inspire you more than the theoretical things. That's what I always feel. So tell me,
Absolutely.
like, after marriage, you came here to US, right? Or before marriage?
So I came after to do my master's. So that was before marriage. And I actually met my husband at the same university we went to.
Oh, so that's
That's,
a love marriage.
yeah.
Super excitement
Yes.
must be there for Valentine then. Of course, yes. How nice. How nice. So sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is exciting. Yep.
So tell me, like, how did you participate in the pageant? How it happened? Like, because, and did you ever thought, like, after doing your masters and doing such a busy schedule, you'll be ever doing this pageant?
Not at all. I actually must tell you a little story on how I got into it. So when I saw the flyer, it was just like the pageant was just like 6 days away.
Yeah.
And it took 2 days for me to actually debate within myself whether I should be doing it or not. And finally, I pushed myself. Like, I didn't discuss this with anybody, like whether I should be taking part or not.
Mhm.
I just pushed myself. And Sunday was the pageant,
Yes.
and Wednesday evening is when actually I signed up. So it was like, so you can imagine, like, within 3 days of preparation and everything. But I cannot stress enough on how good I feel about making that decision to take part in the pageant. It made a world of difference for me on who I was before and who I am after the pageant as an individual.
And I saw the bonding you had between all the contestants. It was amazing, like how everybody was so supportive, and you all were like standing for each other. Anybody was in need, and others were like, okay, I'm there for you. And I love that thing, you need to support each other. That is so nice, and I loved it. So during the pageant, how was your feel like? How did you felt at that moment, that am I going to win or not? Because of course, when you participate, you always want to win, and what you felt, because you had really strong contestants there with you, right? So your competition was really tough.
Right, right.
So what
Yes.
felt at
So
that moment?
right. So, like when I actually took part in the pageant, honestly, my whole intent was to get experience out of it. Like, I really wanted to go out there and feel like a beauty queen. Honestly, I mean, I wanted to walk that ramp and see how does it feel. Like, because you are always on the other side of the fence watching these kind of shows, and you're just being in the audience applauding
So
or
true.
encouraging someone. I wanted to be on that side of the stage and feel that. And that is what exactly the reason I took part in the pageant. And obviously, when you go into a competition, you want to, be a competitor and try to win the race, right?
So true.
So I gave my best. Like I would say, in those 3 days, whatever I could in terms of there's so much, because there's so many couple rounds and talent and everything in terms of your ethnic wear and your gown round, everything. I gave my best, whatever I could,
You
and
were
if you
outstanding.
think you can do it, you can do it. That's
Of course, yes.
that's about empowerment. Yep.
You're a real sports person, of course, yes. And Pooja Batra
Thank
asked
you.
you a question, right? During the pageant. She
That's
was the
right.
one who asked you the question. What was your question?
So she was like, "How do you define yourself?"
Okay, so what was your answer?
I said, she was like, define yourself in one liner. And I
Mhm.
said, crowns are not made of rhinestones. It takes determination, courage, and it takes determination and courage. And I possess all of them. That's what I
Well
told her.
said, well said. And she crowned you. That was so nice. And she was so
Right.
glad to meet all of you. And she's amazing, actually. And you people had such a great time with her, right? She
Oh
had,
yeah, she was actually so down to earth. She was
yes.
so friendly with everybody of us and talking to us, motivating us. She was really friendly. Like it didn't feel like she was like a Bollywood actress, and all that. She was very down to earth. I must say that.
That's so nice. And how was your family's reaction when you won? How did they felt at that moment?
Oh my God, it was incredible. Like I cannot tell you more. Like I said, I have never been in a pageant before,
Yeah.
and being and this was participating itself was a very big excitement for me. But when they knew that I was like the first runner-up, it was like a moment to be treasured. I cannot tell more.
I know, and your mom must be feeling so proud of you, right?
Yes,
She worked so hard on you and you had made her feel proud. That's what I really love about it. That's so amazing, right? पेरेंट्स को
absolutely,
खुशी देने में बहुत अच्छा लगता है. You feel great.
absolutely.
Yeah, and being in Hyderabad, you speak good Hindi. How do you know good Hindi now? You tell me. कैसे जानते हो
Good.
इतनी अच्छी हिंदी? हिंदी इतने लोगों को आती नहीं है.
हैदराबाद में तो काफी लोग हिंदी बोलते हैं तो
Really?
हाँ काफी इट्स अ वेरी हिंदी डोमिनेंट स्पीकिंग सिटी है तो बिरयानी एंड हिंदी
Yes,
एंड
I
या
was just gonna ask you कि biryani you must be missing. इतना taste यहाँ मिलता नहीं है, right? So it
नहीं
must be
नहीं
like you
नहीं
must be
बिल्कुल
missing so
नहीं
much. So are you good in cooking or not?
आई डू बट हैदराबाद में जो बिरयानी मिलता है तो वो आई डोंट थिंक आई कैन मैच दैट
Yes.
बट बनाती हूँ खाना तो
Oh,
बनाती
nice.
हूँ
But as your daughter is so young, she's only 18 months, and you're working mom. So don't you find difficulty how you're managing things?
It is a challenge, but my husband is extremely supportive. I must say that he helps me in everything. Like it's not one thing that I can, pick and tell that he helps me. He has been a great husband even before we were parents, and even today. Like it's amazing, and that's exactly how I'm able to do all these, pageants or fashion shows or dance performances or
So
anything I do apart from my work. So. And also I have a beautiful family who is always positive effect on all of us, and encouraging us, asking us to move forward, so that really helps.
So after the pageant, are you still connected to those girls who were with you during the contest? They were contestants with you. So are you still connected? Do you have your networking with them or not?
Oh yeah, I have. I first of all, I must say, I met some amazing people during pageant and made some beautiful friends, and we are still connected. Yes, we talk often, and we try to meet whenever possible because it's all Houston local, and encouraging, and yeah, we are definitely in touch.
Of course, and you have such a great state director, Nisha Sundar Gopal. She's amazing, and she is a woman with so much of strength and courage, and she want to do so much of stuff. She is a versatile person. I love her so much because she is very amazing. Because she is so much dedicated towards her work. So whatever she is doing, she give her best, and she had put so much of hard work. And see,
That is
she got
right.
amazing people like you.
No, I must say that. Like I said, I was debating like 2 days whether I should take part or not. So that was when I spoke to Dr. Nisha again on Wednesday, and she really, encouraged and motivated me to sign up. In fact, she was the one who said, even the kids are part of the show, and I should sign up my daughter. I didn't know like there's a kids category of.
Yeah, Kruti
She
was
was
there. She
13
was the
months.
youngest contestant. You got trophy for her also, right? Can you show it to
That's
our
true.
viewers?
Yeah, yeah, sure. So that's her
Oh, that's so cute.
trophy. Yeah, it was really a proud moment for me when she was
So
walking the
true.
ramp. Like, that was an amazing feeling. Like, I cannot express in words how happy I was.
So now, after being a mom, you can understand how your parents must be feeling so great about you, right?
Absolutely.
It's so nice,
That's true.
so nice it is. So tell me something about as Valentine is coming. I would like you to share some sweet memory during your relationship you had with your husband. Like it's a love marriage, of course. So any
Right.
nice sweet incidents you can share with us?
Sure. So, we got married in 2015
Okay.
and due to work we stayed apart. My husband was in Houston, and
Uh-huh.
I was in Philadelphia,
Mm-hmm.
East Coast, and he actually flew all the way from Houston. He didn't tell me about it. That was our first Valentine's, because we were married in March in 2015. So
Okay.
in 2016 Valentine's, he flew to Philadelphia. He didn't tell me about it. That was first Valentine's after wedding. And I am a very, like, I'm into sports and adventures,
Huh?
and I always wanted to, like, it's been a while because of the wedding and everything. I didn't go skiing. Like, I love doing downhill skiing because
Great.
that's one of the adventure sports. And it was February, obviously, and East Coast, it's all snowy and everything. So he actually took me. He didn't know how to ski. He had no idea how to ski or what it was, but he just drove all the way to the mountain. We went to the mountains. He skied along with
Oh,
me. I mean,
really?
obviously, yeah, it was so amazing experience. I mean,
Awesome.
obviously, he got hurt and he fell. It's not easy, but he just did it for me. But that was such a memory. I mean, we talk about it almost every Valentine and laugh about it and cherish
Awesome.
those memories. But it was super amazing.
Of course. Must be so much of fun, and it's great, I know. So,
Right.
tell me, like, after being crowned and what all activities you are being involved into, and of course, I always tell that crown winners have to be a giver. They have to do something for others. You all are like role models. So, can you share something about your because your journey starts now after the pageant, right? So you have to do a
Right.
lot of
That's true.
stuff. So you're doing a lot of fashion shows. I know that you are into dancing. You have started learning dance and doing so many shows. Now you're such a known
Right.
person there. And please share your activities.
Right.
What else you are doing?
So first, I want to say before, like, in pageant, you think when you get crowned, it's just that experience or that about your encouragement is not just for the pageant. It
Mm-hmm.
has a ripple effect. Like, you feel, you take that to your work, to your other activities you're doing, whatever, if you're doing a volunteering service, it definitely has that ripple effect, and it doesn't stop there. You become a better person in self out. So I have I cannot tell you more and how much I've been telling people that they should go out of their boundaries, because if I could do that in just 3 days, like whatever I have done during pageant, anybody could do. I always tell that an example. Like, I didn't prepare for this for months, but just get out of the boundary. You can do better than what we always think.
Yes.
I have encouraged, and I must say, there was a dance performance a couple of weeks back, and one of my friend has done it for the first time, and I have pushed her to get into it.
Wow.
And she was like, she spoke to me after that, and she was like, you know what? I feel so good about myself after I did that. I got out of that because she has 2 kids, and they are like 5, and the other one is 3. And she said, I would have never thought of doing this in my life.
Wow, nice.
So yeah, it's just amazing, once we get out of it and do
I know,
what we
because the woman
love.
is so much into all her duties, basically taking care of your family, work. Of course, a lot of other stuff is also there, and families, you have to take care of all your relationships. After doing all that stuff, if you are giving a little bit of time for yourself and you can enjoy your life, it gives a lot of moment of enjoyment. And I think so, woman is happy in the family, the whole family is happy. That's what I feel. The environment is like, wow.
That's absolutely a true statement. And also, I guess, like, if you're completely into your routine and you keep on doing the same thing, it just becomes so monotonous.
Yeah.
Unless you go and take some time out and spend time for yourself, do something you love, you also get recharged, and you do better in
Of
your,
course.
whatever routine you're doing. That recharge is very important.
Yes. And you don't need a lot of great breaks, I should say, going here and there, like for months and all. Just instant happiness can make you feel like, wow, you're something nice and more energetic, and you're more charged. Yes, I can, now I'm ready for next day. Yes, let's start a new day with bang on.
Right.
So keep
That's
doing,
true.
and it's a
Absolutely.
great platform for networking. That's what I tell everyone. So please come, enjoy your life, and live your dreams to the best you can.
That's
So let's have
Yeah.
some fun time now. Let's have a rapid fire, okay? You're ready for
Sure.
that? Okay,
Yes, I am.
that's okay. All right, so tell me, during high school, did you ever dreamt of being a part of a pageant?
No, I've never thought I would be doing something like this.
So this was a surprise. Times have changed, yes. What is one thing that was a challenge during pageant?
The walk.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I was never part of a pageant, so walk was
You were
definitely a challenge.
good. Which rounds you were excited about? Ethnic wear, talent round, evening gown, or Q&A?
I would say Q&A, because this is something, for everything else, you prepared your introduction, the talent round, and even the walk. But the Q&A is more spontaneous. You don't know what you would be
Yes.
asked, and it has to come
And what you're
spontaneous.
gonna
So
say, you
yeah, that was
don't
more
know, of
exciting.
course, yes. At that moment, you don't know what you're gonna say. So
Right.
true. After pageant, how do you feel now and what you have accomplished?
Yeah, like I said, I think we touched on this a little bit. It has made a world of difference for me, a tremendous change on who I was before, in terms of how I feel. My feel good factor has literally, the graph has gone so high. Now I feel that I could just go conquer and encourage people. It's so much more different than what I was before. I cannot stress more on this.
Of course, I feel proud to have all of you with Miss Bharat family. It's amazing. You all are super
Likewise.
talented. Everybody is unique. That's what I feel.
The
What's
feeling is
your
mutual, Rashmi ji.
thanks. What's your favorite travel spot?
I would say any beach spot. The latest we have been to is Cancun. I really love the
Enjoy.
blue waters and white sand. It's just amazing, so
It's a lot of
relaxing.
fun
I love
there.
it.
True.
Yeah,
What's your favorite activity?
I do. I run a lot, so I want to go out and get some fresh air and do some fitness activity. Apart from yoga, we spoke about. I try to do that, but yeah, I do run.
Awesome. How's your weekend look like? Lazy, crazy, or busy?
It's actually busy weekend. Like I said, I have a marathon coming up
Yes.
tomorrow. Morning. It started at 6. I'm participating like in a half marathon here in Houston. So yeah, I have to be on the ground like at 6:30 a.m. in the morning, and yeah, it's going to last half of the day. And we have like a baby shower surprise for one of our friends. So we are preparing for all that. So yeah, it's a busy schedule.
Busy, of course. What you prefer to? Would you prefer to cook, or you want your better half to cook?
I would love if somebody would cook for me.
He knows how to cook.
Oh, he loves to cook. Oh, he makes amazing food. Yeah, he loves
Really?
to cook.
Fine.
Yeah,
When we are
so
coming
that's.
to Houston, we definitely gonna visit your place.
Oh yeah, doors are always open. You're more than welcome. Please do.
Yeah, we love biryani. All right, Shravani, it was great to have you on the show. But before we end, please, any message for our viewers?
Sure. I would want to say just life is really simple. Sometimes we think it's very complicated. We overthink on things and we think that, okay, what happens if I do that or this? It's simple. Just take it easy, enjoy it, live for the moment, and everything will fall in place. You can connect the dots later and you think, oh, this was simple. I shouldn't have complicated it. So just stay simple and, live for the moment. That's all it is.
Thank you so much, Shravani. Thanks for being part of the show. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I really enjoyed. Thanks for having me.